On this second episode, we centered our discussion on minimum wage.
To ask, the willingness is not there because, see, when you look at this, the body language of this government, the IMF and World Bank government, the whole thing is that they are implementing their masters programs, and to me they are pushing Nigerians to the wall. Nigerians are very patient people, if you look at it, but the people, our leaders, should not take Nigerians for granted.
Our patience.
So, and I don't see them doing anything. That is why, you know, let me tell you, when they saw the Kenya protest, when I met last week in the Federal Executive Council and came and we were speaking English on television. It's not true. People will not see anything there. Yes. When since last year, October, they promised to bring the CNG buses and kits into Nigeria.
It's long overdue.
Where are they? But they
said they brought a few.
Let them show us where are they playing. Where? See, you see, the whole thing is that's why I said we love telling ourselves lies. The whole thing is that even the CNGs that we are making noise, where are the facilities for production of CNG that will be enough? Where are those things? We have a refinery that for no reason they kill it. For no reason. So that they can export the jobs.
That's quite sad.
IMF and World Bank use them to kill those.
They made promises. They made promises about those revamping these refineries. I don't know. You've been in the labor sector. Are you privy to?
Comrades, these promises, even the child born today will know that they are not true. You see, Nigerians are very patient people.
Yeah.
You tell Nigerians they have more than 10 lies on the revamping of refineries, and they said this is July now.
Yes,
we are still waiting. They said December.
Nigerians are really hoping, they are anticipating that one of these refineries could be at work, so as to complement the Dangote's refinery.
July will come and pass. You will hear they will push it to September or October.
Well, Comrade President, let me take you a bit out of these issues, because these issues are numerous to talk about. But coming to minimum wage, which seems to be the debate of the day, Comrade President, and as you double as the chairman negotiating council for public sectors, you're also a member of this committee. I can remember, Comrade President. In your meetings, what are your observations? Because you served on the committee. What are the observations concerning the minimum wage? Because Nigerians have said this administration actually didn't even promise a minimum wage. What this administration promised was a living wage. Are we seeing a government, Comrade President, that is willing to ensure a living wage for all workers in Nigeria, in your own view?
Well, the truth is that the government is not willing. And you know, let me tell you, since 2020 or 2021, the Nigerian worker have been working for free, because that minimum wage of 30,000 naira, inflation swallow it immediately at the end of 2019 and first quarter of 2020. Inflation swallowed that money, and
the value gains are already erased.
They have been erased. So the Nigerian worker has been working for free, and now even what government is paying is illegal, because this thing expires on the 18th of April. the 30,000 naira.
That is the act governing the 30,000.
Yes, that's expired. So what government is paying today is illegal. And you see the unseriousness of the government to ensure that they discuss and come to compromise with the labor movement. You can see it clearly in them. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see anything. And going by the present economy realities, let us tell ourselves the truth. How much do you pay a worker? And it will be enough.
In terms of looking at all the aspects of health, transportation, feeding,
everything.
Education.
Let us be frank.
A
bag of rice is 80,000 now.
It's quite challenging.
And you know, recently tomatoes have gone up to 150 per basket. And
that's an all-time high.
And rent has gone up. Let me take you from Nyanya to Federal Secretariat. It's 400 or 500 naira. And 1,000 naira will take you in and out. And then when you take that per week, you discover that at the end of the month, you spend 20,000 naira to come to work. Let's just minimize it like that. Out of 60,000, the government, 62,000 they are giving. Let's take 20,000 naira for transport. Keep it aside. You have a wife and 4 children, 6 of you. Let me say each person eat 300 naira a day. Times 6. When you times it, 300 naira. Times 6.
And that's even on the average.
Yes.
No meat. No fish.
No meat. Let me pity the government and do it like that. When you say 300 naira for 6 people per meal, that is how much? 1,800.
That's right.
Then times 3. That is 3 meal, square meal. Okay, let's pity them and say 101.
You skip one.
You skip one. So when you look at it, you discover that the family will take 3,600 in a day.
In a day to eat.
Then take it to 30 days.
That's to say, even on feeding.
It's 100 and something thousand.
Even on feeding.
So it's more than 100,000
on feeding alone.
Yes. So now you take the 20,000 and join. It will take you to 150,000. So when you see this, you know that there's no sincerity. People are applying on 500 million naira cars, and you see a convoy with 5 to 10 SUVs.
We even saw,
and if you go to fuel that SUV, you know how much it will take
for a week or
just for it, and they can move around in a day to burn full tank. So
very sad.
One, cost of governance in Nigeria is too high. It's too high. Something must be done.
That brings me to the next question, Comrade President. Some have said, should strike be the way out? Some have also voiced out, no, we should think about protest. But Nigerians are eager to know what the labor movement think they could do different.
Let me cut you. Those Nigerians, are they living in another Nigeria, or they are living in the same Nigeria that
also has been the argument of labor. That this work is for all of us.
When you look at Kenya, it is not the labor movement.
It's the citizens.
It's the citizens that came out to protest. So many Nigerians are sitting down and they're saying, this labor safe, we don't understand. You self that you are sitting down, we don't understand.
That's true.
Why can't you protest? So one thing is that Nigerians are so docile. Anything goes. Anything goes. And a typical Nigerian don't want to go and fight or want to feel any pain or excite his own right, to get his own right. He wants somebody to fight for that right and come and give him. Let him sit down. So the whole thing is that it is like a farmer that you don't want to go to farm and shake your body and you are expecting to harvest something at the end of the year. You will not reap anything.
On somebody's farm.
So you cannot.
Yeah.
So Nigerians should come out and fight for their own right. Fight to free themselves from the shackles of these political elites that are sucking this country. So that is it.
Well, Comrade President, on this final note, what would you say that the president of this nation, I'm talking about the president, because we learned that these negotiation agreements, although there was no agreement, Labour had their own preferred solution on minimum wage. The government side had their own preferred solution. But before I ask you that, Comrade President, that brings me to bear. Do governors have the unilateral power to decide what a minimum wage should be?
You should know that they don't have. And most of them, including the professors among them, they don't understand what is this minimum wage. This thing is saying that this is the benchmark. Nobody should go below it. If you are a governor, we say 150,000 naira is the minimum wage. If you like, go and put 170,000. Nobody cares about it. But this is the line that nobody should go below it. That's the idea of what we call minimum wage. But you know, most of them, they don't even understand it. They will continue to talk as if, let me go and do it on my own. In fact, worldwide, this Convention 131 is there and is guiding all nations on issue of wages. And let me tell you, as we are talking of living on minimum wage, Bola Tinubu talk of living wage and retract it. Countries are talking of standard wage now. And they don't, people don't even appreciate the labor movement in Nigeria. We are supposed to negotiate this thing hourly.
Really?
Yes.
As has been done in the US. World over, yes. Standard wage.
Yes. It's supposed to be hourly and reviewed yearly.
Instead of 4 or 5 years now.
Yes. So people don't appreciate what the labor movement in Nigeria is doing. And they will sit down and be talking here and there, this and that, and they are living large. They don't care. It is in Nigeria that somebody will just pack money and fill inside his house and sit down there. He doesn't have an industry. He's rich, but you cannot point to even a garden that is managing and doing as a business. So,
you know, people have argued that it is a tripartite arrangement. Governors going out to just
no, they don't have the right
to declare the notion that they have the right to
they don't have
dictate.
The right. They cannot dictate. And let me tell you why they are finding it difficult now to come out with a position. Is because the president himself knows that people are living in abject poverty. He knows that there's hardship. He's at the middle of the sea now.
Because he knows the challenges.
He knows that if I put 100,000, is it realistic? If I stand with this so-called 62,000, is it realistic? No. They know the truth. But to come out and do the right thing is a problem. Even the organized private sector that is shouting here and there. We discussed with some of them. They said their warehouse, especially the Manufacturer Association, is full of things that they have manufactured, nobody to buy. Yes,
you see?
And nobody will buy it because money is not in the hands of the people.
Yeah.
If you pay me a good wage, I will change my sofas in the house. I will change everything. Yeah? I will go to the market, buy good food, and farmers will now get money to go back to the farm.
Yeah.
So
that brings, I saw a challenge like that on was it on Facebook, where they say you give money to a worker, it goes to the market.
Yes.
You give to a politician, it goes to the burial ground.
This is
it. You know? So, Comrade President, I hope to come back again. We hope to come back again to actually get your in-depth explanations and thinking towards all these things that are happening. But to just before we round up, Comrade President, on a sincere note, are the legislature helping this issue? Because some quarters have argued that they have a lot of things to actually do as regards this matter of minimum wage.
Well, we can hear some of them. Some are talking of 90,000. Some are quiet. Some are saying this, some are saying that. You know, up to now, we don't have independent legislatures. So, to me, they are not sincere. We don't have independent legislatures. These are people that are like under or stooges to the executive. So if they are independent,
have independent opinions,
we believe that now they will tell the executive that, look, this thing, let us be real, because let me tell you, you agree with me that they are not even representing the people they are telling you that they are representing. Everybody there is representing his pocket. And then to the masses, they should reduce. I cannot say they should stop collecting spaghetti, Maggi, Atampa, and all these things to go and vote. That is why these people make these politics look like a business.
Yeah.
Because they have given you the 1,000 naira you took before you give somebody a
like
vote.
Selling off your rights.
Yes, you have sold off your rights. You have sold off
your conscience.
Your conscience and your stomach for a plate of food. So then you are not crying. And some of us, if we meet them and they are talking, we say you forgot the 500 naira you collected before you go to vote. You are not paying because they will go back to recoup that money. So we'll
President,
go through it together.
You have elaborately discussed the issues and provide solution. One that strikes my mind is if you lay a policy and the policy is not good enough, the policy have daunting effects.
You revert.
You revert. That word actually struck my mind. I hope the people who are in charge, in authority of government, will be able to listen, put a listening ear. Comrade President, just before we go, on a casual note, you know, we're here in Opta, and we know that Opta has been in the forefront of the NLC development. We just want to get the perspective of your participation in NLC, your union's participation. We also learned that the first president of the NLC is obviously from your union, and he did marvelously well. So we just want to get your history background as a union, what you've contributed thus far in the growth of the NLC.
Actually, you know, our union is a unique union.
Yeah.
Looking when you bring us together, even our members anywhere you bring us together, you discover our members are so unique. The issue here is that you don't have a union without ideology.
Yeah, that's true.
So we are ideologically inclined. And
as a union.
Yes, and if you are coming into, even you today, if you are coming back to Opta to work, your behavior and everything will change because of the environment. So most of our unions in Nigeria are operating with that ideology. Some of them, ask some of the president, they just make noise. So our strength is our ideology. We are social democrats.
Okay.
So, and we hold on to that. And it is in after you hear us talking about movement. When we say our movement, we are not a trade union again.
The movement.
We are a movement because we are people-centered. We focus on the welfare of our members and the welfare of the general public. And that is why that is the reason we must exist. And yes, we contribute that a lot. If we are in the NLC and if we are in a meeting, we look at the direction NLC is going and we advise that, look, this is the direction we should go, so that the life of the people is what we are here for. So many people will continue to say they don't understand the way we operate. You will not understand the way we operate until you understand how a movement operates. Then you will now understand what we are people-centered. That's the...
it is worthy to note that people like Esozet who are renowned chants and comrades of the NLC, Baba Hassan Sumonu, are also from this union. What do you make of that, still having their knowledge, still alive?
You see, what we do in Opta, we do succession. We don't play with it. And as I am now, I communicate with all the former general secretary, presidents.
Wow, that's lovely.
Yes,
that's lovely.
There are
so you don't just throw their...
no. There are certain meetings that they must be there.
Oh, nice.
And they also contribute in those meetings.
Oh,
so what is there is that if you throw away your old hands,
great experiences,
you are going to lose a lot. So we work as a family.
Oh,
and that is why most of the times, no matter the rumbles around us, you will discover we'll come back and sit down and say, look, this is this, and they work together. So working with these people, see, testing for knowledge, hunger for knowledge, it has no end.
Has no end.
So
it's continuous.
We continue to tap from them. If I'm in difficulty now, I call all of them, and now they tell me what to do, and we get out of it. So, and now I've gained a knowledge on how to get out of a certain situation. So we don't, and it's not good if any union to throw away its or her own old hands, because where the old man sit down and see, if you climb an iroko tree, you cannot see that.
Oh, great. This has been a most revealing interview. You specified. I think Opta is leading the pace for this movement sort of unionism.
Yes.
And I think...
let me tell you.
Yeah.
We work with several civil societies.
Oh.
And they love working with us.
Great. It has been a nice time, Comrade President.
Thank you.
We will ensure that we come back again. We'll be with one of the most intellectually sound unionists. They believe in Opta as social democrats. They believe in the responsibility that Opta is saddled with to actually take humanity first, to ensure that humanity gains its freedom and its voice in the community. For us, we have gradually come to the end of the program of Voice from the Affiliate. We will be back again with another direction with others of our union to share their perspective on recent happenings as regards the nation. Till we come your way again, have a nice time. Thank you.
Thank you.